Hello?
Oh my God, what's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to WWE NXT review, the show from June 13th, 2018.
Hey.
And this will be the WWE TakeOver. Well, excuse me. This will be WWE NXT TakeOver Chicago 2 Go Home Show edition for this this review. So let's just get right into it, folks. And then I can get to the preview after this one. So here we go. So as always, they're in Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida, and oh yeah, you got Mauro Naro, Nigel McGuinness, and Percy Watson on commentary. So let's just get right into it.
Oh yeah, I got a question for you. Do you have?
So the show opened up with the War Raiders versus Ricky Martinez and Justin Storm. Now, who is Ricky Martinez and Justin Storm is? No clue. But by the looks of it, they look like they were but basically what comes to one of those two. Can't remember which one of them it was, but one of them I thought looked pretty good. Basically what comes to the looks and all that. Basically what comes to be a wrestler, obviously. But other than that, obviously when they go up against the Warriors, which means that the Warriors was going to win. Sure enough, the Warriors did win in a dominant faction, and the crowds were chanting for the Warriors by going saying "War, war, war, war." Rectify, what's going on? I didn't watch the show. Well, yeah, now you want to watch this NXT. But when it comes to you not watching the show, I can always fill you in on what's going on with NXT. So yeah, like I said, Warriors won the match, obviously. And then after the match, the Warriors cut a promo and basically challenged the Mighty. And then they show the Mighty what they're going to do to them. So they basically had attacked this guy, Justin Storm. So basically now which one of them is different now. So Ricky Martinez is one who has a better look as a wrestler than Justin Storm. But Justin Storm basically got squashed after the match was over too. Basically the Warriors sending a message to the Mighty, which is Shane Thorne and Nick Miller. So yeah, it was pretty effective. Let's get to EC3 versus Cassius Ohno. This match happens, and this is a very good match. Cassius Ohno was obviously in this match against EC3 to make EC3 look good. EC3 looked good on getting his ass kicked, and then EC3 also looked good when it comes to getting his offense in the match against Cassius Ohno. And yeah, in the end, EC3 ends up winning. Basically, when it comes to EC3 and Cassius Ohno, obviously Cassius Ohno was going to just be there to put over EC3. And sure enough, EC3 wins with by picking him up on the shoulder and goes for the 1%er. And yeah, they're calling it the TKO, the 1%er, instead of calling it the TK3, which it makes more sense to call it the TK3 because in Impact Wrestling they call it the TK3. But whatever, right? But either way, that's EC3's finishing move, and yeah, EC3 he's going places right now in WWE. What comes to reinventing himself since the last time he's been in WWE when he was third. Excuse me. Next week is Aaliyah. Look and everything. I think it's okay. That's a story. Aaliyah still I still don't know what kind of personality that she's trying to go here. When it comes to Aaliyah, that she wants to look good and everything. But then you got Bianca Belair here, who's getting over with these crowds in NXT. And on top of that, Bianca Belair, who's supposed to be the heel, she's getting cheers. But yeah, and it's because of the story that they told about Bianca Belair. What comes to who is Bianca Belair, and it resonated with these fans on NXT. And on top of that, she's also the girlfriend to Montel Ford, who is part of the Street Profits. And Bianca Belair is going places too, by the way, folks. She's a tremendous athlete. Like, if you never seen her wrestle before, oh my god, she can go. And in fact, I think she could she's a way better wrestler than Sasha Banks. Yeah, I know. Sasha Banks could do suicide dives and all that. She could do some dives. Bianca Belair, if you haven't seen her wrestle before, check her out. And when it comes to Bianca Belair, she knows how to do a 450 splash. And basically, yeah, she knows, and she's also got a nice build. She's very a strong woman, and she showed it here too doing what she did to Candice LeRae weeks ago by picking up Aaliyah, by hoisting her up and then picks her up into a gorilla press and then slams her and then finish her off. Well, not with the alley oop, because usually they have her do the alley oop slam. But instead they had her doing a torture rack type of move and then turn into a face buster. And it looked pretty good the way she did it too. It gets a 3 count in the win. So yeah, Bianca Belair, who is the EST of NXT, is once again on the roll on NXT, and she's definitely going to please us folks. She's going to get over with these crowds, which is already happening, and she's going to light the world on fire on the NXT roster, and then pretty soon she'll light the world on fire when she gets to her main roster. Hopefully, don't fuck her up though, but we'll see. Yeah, but knowing WWE's main rosters, they always find a way to fuck them up anyways. It's been done before, so. We get WWE United Kingdom Champion Pete Dunne versus Kyle O'Reilly in this United Kingdom Championship match. And this was a tremendous match, folks. Pete Dunne and Kyle O'Reilly were going right at it with all these strikes and all these stiff shots and everything, and like holy shit, and all these going for these submission moves, and then with Pete Dunne going for the manipulation joint, the joint manipulation when it comes to the messing with the fingers and all that. These guys were going at it, man. And they can't go at it and at it, man. Both of them look strong, going at it, back and forth. And then in the end, Pete Dunne goes for his finishing move, the bitter end, and obviously he gets the 3 count in the win and and retains his United Kingdom Championship. After the match, all of a sudden we get Undisputed Era going right after Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne is finding them off a little bit, and then all of a sudden we get to Ori Lunkins and Danny Burch coming in to even the odds, and then Pete Dunne and Adam Cole starts fighting away from Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, while Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly go up against Ori Lunkins and Danny Burch in the middle of the ring, brawling because they're selling the fact where they're going to be facing each other at TakeOver for the tag team titles, which is why it's just a go home show. It's a final time, a final spot to see these guys go at it before Takeover Chicago 2. And yeah, there you go. And basically, Undisputed Era was backed off by Ori Lunkins and Danny Burch. And there you go. And then we get to. I'm gonna wait till you finish. Well, before we get to that, they show some video packages basically when it comes to building up the pay-per-views, or should I say special event for NXT TakeOver. And yeah, but basically they'll show it again at TakeOver. So I skipped it basically because why watch it on the show when they're just gonna show it again on TakeOver. But I can understand why they do that and all that, but at the same time, it is what it is. We get Dakota Kai interview, I believe by Captain Kelly, and Dakota Kai was talking about how she was this close, so close of becoming the NXT Women's Champion and some of women. So it was for the championship then, because for a while now, I mean, obviously when they first announced it, they said it was for the title, but then when we got to the show, with Dakota Kai facing Shane Baszler for the title, all of a sudden they'll act like it wasn't for the title. Which I don't know. Maybe I heard it wrong, whatever. But that basically they were saying in here on this show that it was for the title, and how she was so close winning the title, and she wants that opportunity again. She wants to be next in line for that title again. But then also Bianca Belair shows up. So basically that's gonna be the next match for Bianca Belair, and basically Bianca Belair lets Dakota Kai know that is. You had your moment, you had your shine. Now it's her time. It's her moment. It's her shine. And she told her to basically get back into the line. And by the way she was talking, Bianca Belair, nice, a lot. So just the way she was talking, she talking like she owned that promo. So yeah, Dakota Kai and Bianca Belair is gonna be wrestling each other. I believe that's next week. I think that was next week. If I heard it right, but either way, yeah, I'm looking forward to see the Dakota versus Bianca Belair, two women that were part of the Mae Young Classic tournament last year, and then they arrest each other. By the way, not that I know of, but it'll be nice to see them wrestle. To see them wrestle for the very first time on NXT. So yeah, there you go. All right, now let's get to the main event. So Aleister Black comes out and basically let everyone know that Lars Sullivan, who's who has been dominating when it comes to what he is and everything, right? And then he says when it comes to the NXT Championship and come up against Aleister Black and everything, he will fade to black with a black mask. And then Lars Sullivan comes out, and also they start fighting, and basically Lars Sullivan gets the better of Aleister Black, gets him not one, not two, but three freak accidents onto Aleister Black, and also he starts dragging him out of the ring, and took the belt with him too, and brings him right to the broadcast table to put on the broadcast table. He goes on the broadcast table, raises the belt in the air and all that. Basically, Lars Sullivan is saying the fact that he could be the NXT champion this coming Saturday at TakeOver, and that's how the show ends. So yeah, this show overall, pretty effective home show. When it comes to NXT TakeOver Chicago 2, and Tomorrow Wrestling for NXT for this week, from June 13th, 2018, 3 matches. Four matches. It did its job. It did a good job of the Gom show. Now, when it comes to the matches, I'll talk about about that when it comes to the preview, to explain about how less of a build up it was. But I'll get to that when I get to it. But yeah, I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. I thought it was a pretty effective takeover. Gom show edition for Takeover Chicago 2 for this coming Saturday. Hey, 809. Yeah, there you go. I'm done. But yeah, that being said, thank you all for watching. After this one, I'll do another live stream on YouTube when it comes to NXT Takeover Chicago 2 preview. That'll be after this one when I'm doing this. So, yeah, this is basically I'm gonna end it real quickly. So, if this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., Natural Born Driller. Please subscribe, and if you enjoy this review, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, you could give it a thumbs down. Either way, the choice is yours and yours alone. And that being said, thank you for watching. And after this, after I'm done this, tune in after this one, because after this one, I'll do another live review stream on YouTube when it comes to the WWE NXT Takeover Chicago 2 preview. So that being said, I'll see you all soon. But for now, peace on the streets.